Okay, I'm going to show you how to create a section, how to change a section really. It's already onto your file. So you scroll down to your sheets and you find section 1 to 3. You can hover, pick on any of them and see how it looks. I just randomly chose section 3. It's already been done. All you have to do is look into it and take some annotations of your furniture. So you would show me the height of specific furniture you have. So this is level 0. Because I don't have any furniture, it's not populated. But for you, you'll have lots of desks. So I double click onto the view. And here is a zoom in. You would annotate it and strictly just show me the floor to ceiling height. The ceiling stops here. And pull it outside. And then it would show me the height of your desk, for example. This is a table, but yep. And I would leave it here. If you want to show the door, feel free. As you can see, the font is a little too big, so I'm going to change it to the same. Edit type, I'm duplicating it. I'm calling it diagonal 1.8 millimeter. I suggest you use 1.8. It's recommended for the A2 or A3 sheet. And we change the text font, the size from the 1.8. For color, I usually go for a dark gray. And click OK, and it changed. So I'll change to 1.8, 1.8 millimeter. So now you see all of the sections here. These are the other two sections. If you'd like to change anything around here, feel free. I'm not asking you to. As you can see, these are overlapping. If you would like to not having them overlap, you would have to drag one of them out of the view by clicking that. And then with onto the blue dot, drag it outside to the left. And here's the section. As you can see, this is an A2. No, it's an A3. Perfectly fine. Any comments, put to the left and right. Just the heights, really. That's all we needed. Now I am going to create something that's called the callout. So I am going back to my floor plan. I renamed this ground floor. So it used to be called 002, level 0. I renamed it. You simply right click on it and rename. I renamed it ground floor. So now for the callouts, you go into view and you click this here callout and you click rectangle because a rectangle shape is fine. So here you're gonna have to do 3 callouts. One will be an office space, one will be a meeting room, and the third one entirely up to you. You can make this callout of something around the kitchen or a meeting booth or anything that you want really. So I'm simply just sketching. Go here. Escape twice and you click on it, you can drag the bubble out of your drawing. And then you see it appeared here. It's called ground floor callout 1. You double check. This is what you get. And you click on it, you have the blue rectangle that you can just drag and show anything that you want. I want you to show a desk, a set of desks, and the seat, a wall, a separation between them. Always work on fine lines and hidden line. So this is a wall, and I'm gonna annotate it. I want you to annotate almost everything. So from the wall to the desk, and drag it out, desk height. If you can't pick the line, you click tab until it picks the line out, then any lines that you see to prepare, the more the better. The chair, if you can, again, the text is too big, so you click on it and change it to 1.8. Click on it, I click on it and change it to 1.8, and again. In here, you can add some text as well. Be careful when you add the text, so you annotate with text. You have to annotate within the rectangle that you've just done. So, for text with separation. No. You see how it just told me it cannot be created because it was outside. So the text has to be very within the text, the rectangle. Please make a bit more text than this, but now this is just an example. You see, because it's inside this rectangle, it stays. The second I drag it, I place it somewhere else, like here, it won't stay. So be careful. If you want, you can add an arrow to it, a leader, so I understand you talk about this one. For this, maybe not on the main floor plan, yes, entirely up to you. Anyway, the main problem is how do you drag this view onto a new sheet. So I'm going to show you that now. You click on the sheets, right click on it and create a new sheet. I will add an A3 one. Yep. And now if you scroll up to your floor plans from the property browser, you see how the ground floor callout one is there. I just click on it and then you drag it onto the view and it appears. So you can drop it anywhere you want for now. And then you zoom in, click on the view, and you see how the scale is 1 to 100. You'd have to change that scale to 1 to 25 or 1 to 20 if it fits. The way to do that is you click on the view once and then you go into properties browser and it says view scale. Once you click there, it shows you different scales. So let's say 125 and apply. So it became bigger. Now you see it's outside the title block, which is something you do not have to do. All you have to do to change it is click on the view, drag it in place. If it still doesn't fit, you can double click on the view and click on the rectangle and drag a little bit more out because you don't need this much space to show. You can just show one desk, a little bit of wall, and that is all. Now it fits perfectly. As you can see, I have this is perfectly fine, but the writing of the view is above below. So for you to drag this closer, all you have to do is click once onto that when it's blue and drag it up next to it. And here you go. You can now just place it onto one side or in the middle. Just make it visually pleasing. As you can see now, the text is too small. So for you to make any changes in the view, all you have to do on the sheet, you click inside the view twice, click on the text, and I would like to make it maybe 4 millimeters. So I go back again to edit type, I will duplicate it and call it 4 millimeter, and I am changing the text size to 4. Remember to duplicate it, because if you won't duplicate it, it will change everywhere in the project. Click OK, and now it has changed. Now click this one and this one. Change it to 4 millimeters. Here, maybe 7. Nope, disappear. Nope. So, edit type, duplicate, 5 millimeter probably. Text font 5. Yep, now you drag it. Text font 5. This is just an example of annotations. Please don't write that. Write something better. I'm just showing you as an example. And here's your first callout, finished. As you can see, there's a lot of empty space around it. You could either drag it onto your left and add the next callout right next to it if there is space, or you could make this at the scale 1 to 20, or you could make the title block smaller. Currently it's an A3. You can make an A4. But let's drag another view. So we go back to ground floor, and let's say I want another callout. Going to view, callout. Well, I don't really have any other furniture for you to show, but I'm just gonna drag it onto the stairs. I click on it, drag the circle out, and it's callout too. Well, yep, that's all I get, not much. Go to find, hidden line. So there's some stairs, but I'm just gonna show you how to drag it onto the same sheet. So I'm going to J003. See how it's called unnamed? I will change it to rename, and I call it 003 callout, callout 1. If I want to be callout 1 and 2, I rename it callout 1. And simple. I'll scroll up. Ground floor callout 2 is the second callout. I'll click on it, drag it onto view, drop it anywhere I want. Escape once. Click on it, go on to properties. Nope. And go on to view scale 1 to 25. Apply. And here it is. Again, this is too far away, so I'm clicking on it and drag it right next to it. Then I'm aligning the two of them. You can see there's a dashed line, that means it's aligned. Make sure nothing comes outside the rectangle, the border. Then you double click on the view, annotate with anything you want. But yeah, you annotate here, blah blah blah. Take some dimensions. I say dimension is too big, I change it to 4. Here you go, perfect. Now the text is too small, change it to 5, drag it up, and so on. So here is one example of two callouts in the same place. You see how the name here, it's callout 1 and 2, but here is ground floor callout 1, callout 2. If you have other names and you don't have this name, the only way to do it, it's simple. You can just rename it. So you can just click onto it, onto the properties browser. You scroll down until you find view name, ground floor callout 1. If you want to call it ground floor callout 1 desk, you call it that. Really up to you. Ground floor callout 2 sitting room, for example. You Just make it make sense. Okay, so here's your callouts. The section is there. I mean, it's not here. If you don't want it, you would just delete it. We're using section 3, so I'm going to rename it. I'm gonna call it J002 section, cross section, and okay. So you see it's renamed automatically. Great stuff. Ground floor is here. This is the main one, so we have plenty of annotations. If you scroll in here, you see drawn by. Onto project proposal, again, you have drawn by. You can put your name, initials if you want, and a date if you want to change the date. It's changing from properties again. Okay, so here's the title block and how to create new sheets and how to drag the views. I will show you now how to print the views onto the next video.